Hello, most valued students of the Lander College for Men. I've been on the job for a month now, and I'm so amazed and impressed with what a fantastic institution this is, and I can't wait to begin the fall semester in earnest with all of you. I'm very grateful for many of you who have dropped by to say hello and shared with me your experiences here and your aspirations, and let me know a little bit more about who you are and what you hope to achieve. And I'm really looking forward to giving you my best energies in producing the kind of academic experience you hope to have here at the Lander College for Men. If you haven't yet, at the end of this message, I'll include my phone number and my email address, and I would love for you to drop by and say hello. I'm recording this message during the 9 days, and as it has been historically, this year, perhaps more than many others, it's a period of great tension and, God forbid, danger for the Jewish people in Israel and around the world. And while we're hoping that Tisha B'Av may be transformed this year with the arrival of Mashiach, we still have to prepare for yet another commemoration of this sad day in the Jewish calendar. To that end, I want to let you know that if you're interested in hearing a little bit more about Tisha B'Av and its place in Jewish history, and particularly today, I'm going to be giving 2 public lectures. One of them will be at Congregation Ahavath Torah on Tisha B'Av morning after Kinos. It'll be about 8:45 or 9 a.m. Then I'll be giving it again, and this time with a Zoom link at Congregation Darchei Noam in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. If you would like to learn a little bit more about the history of the First Roman-Jewish War in particular and its relevance for our post-October 7th environment. So that's the first announcement. The second one is related more to our experience here at the college. I want to remind returning students, not new students, you will have orientation later on in August, but returning students should tend to a very important academic matter, which is registering on time. The on-time registration period ends August 15th. After that date, there will be a late charge. And we really don't want to impose that on anyone. We want to have you take charge of your education and make sure that you have registered for the classes you want. Now, in previous videos with Dean Ratner and with Mrs. Horowitz, we explained to you some of the reasons why it's so important for you to take charge, to figure out what classes you want, to meet with your advisor and set up those classes in advance. But let me take this moment to learn with you a very brief Gemara that had tremendous influence on my life and the way I try to conduct myself. I remember when I first learned this Gemara, I nearly fell off my chair. It had such a profound impact on me. It's a Gemara that appears several times in Shas, and here's the locus classicus, also in Ksubas. This is Gitin Daf Lamed Amud Aleph, and let's zoom in a little bit and just see what it says. The Gemara here is discussing a situation where a person issues a conditional bill of divorce to his wife, which, as you know, can be for a whole variety of reasons, such as, he's going away to war, or he's going on a long business trip and he's not sure that he'll get back in time. Maybe he will be killed and no one will know that he is dead. He doesn't want to leave his wife as an aguna. He wants to allow her to go on with her life afterwards, and so therefore he leaves a conditional bill of divorce with her. And he says, have a look at where the arrow is, Hahu da'amar, ilo asina ad tlatin yamin leheve gita. If I do not come back here within 30 days, this is your bill of divorce. What happens? Asa upaske mavra. He comes back and a river interrupts him. Like, what does that mean? Like, I have this picture in my head of the woman's on one side of the bank and the Beis Din is there, and she's standing there looking across the bank, and he comes up and it's like the clock is ticking to, let's say, midnight, and he just gets to the other edge of the bank, but he cannot cross. Rashi will explain here it's because the ferry has departed, there's no bridge, whatever it is, he can't get across. So he's like, everybody sees him. What does he do? He jumps up and down on the bank and he says, Amar lahu, he says to all of them, Chazu da'asoy, Chazu da'asoy. You see, I've come. You see, I've come. I'm here. Come on. I know I'm not right there with you on the other side of the bank, but here I am. I've appeared. And Amar Shmuel says on this, Lo Shmei Masya. That's not called arriving. That's not called being here. In other words, he was so close, but he didn't quite finish what he was supposed to do, and therefore the bill of a divorce takes effect. And of course, there are ways to undo it. He could remarry her again, but what if she doesn't want to marry him at this point? What if she says, you're always late for things and I'm sick of this, and all kinds of things that happen. It's a tremendous amount of effort to undo the mistake he's made by not showing up on time. Let's have a quick look here at Rashi. What does he say? Rashi offers two reasons why lo shmei masya. That's not called arriving. The first one, he says, "Lo mati adhacha ve'ein tainis ones betnai gitin lememar anisna." He says, first of all, there's no possible claim of ones, of being forced under overwhelming circumstances when it comes to the issue of gitin. When it comes to these serious matters, sorry, it's either yes or no, black or white, it's binary. Then he offers another solution. He says, inami, another possibility, yesh ones begitin. Maybe you can say there is such a thing as overwhelming circumstances, that he did everything he could, but this was prevented him. He couldn't swim across the river in time. Ha'ukimna b'shmaita kamaisa diksubas. We already learned that this is the kind of overwhelming circumstance that's very common. That you should know that the Euphrates River is on the other side of where you have to be, and you have to plan enough time to get across it. That this is not an ones. This is something that you should have expected. These things happen. Weather factors, traffic, who knows? You should know that you got to get across the side. V'yiboile lasnuye. He should have taken that into account. Now, when I first read this Gemara, like I said, it really made a huge impression on me, because it kind of said to me, seriously, Henry, you got to realize there's some things in life that you just have to get it right. There's no messiness around the edges. Now, this is talking about a very serious situation of gitin and so on. I won't say that registration is anywhere near as serious as this. You can, after all, just solve it by paying the $200 late fee, and hopefully your classes will be in place, the ones that you were hoping to take. Maybe we've already canceled them, though, because you didn't register. Who knows? But, you can still register and probably take some classes that you like. Hopefully everything will work out. It'll cost you money, it'll be more of a hassle, but the reality is, why not just register on time? You have until August 15th, so pull it together and register. We're really looking forward to seeing you on campus. I can't wait to meet you and talk with you, to daven with you, to learn with you. It's going to be fantastic. Please have a look in the information box for my phone number and the email address, and also the link for the lecture on Tisha B'Av if you'd like to attend. I hope that you have a fantastic conclusion to a productive and relaxing summer, and I can't wait to meet you on campus in the fall. Thanks very much for watching.